Hello, beautiful souls. This is Julie with Into Heartspace, and we're here mid-month February looking at the energy surrounding you. As a recap, I just wanted to show you the card from the beginning of the month for the collective, which is clear yourself. Are you doing that? Are you making space? We're coming up on new beginnings, and as this card says, ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you have, that you may have absorbed. So make sure you are continuing on this journey of clearing yourself. And just to keep that energy going, let's see what the next step is for this month. Oh, right there. Earth Angel. And remember, this is for the collective. And then I will go into the individual readings after this. Also, I just want to say my apologies to Taurus and to Scorpio. Their videos for February were cut off for some reason. So I will be doing an extended reading for Scorpio, as theirs was completely cut off the entire time. And Taurus, I got yours up a day late. So for Taurus and Scorpio, I'm going to be putting your videos up sooner than the rest. And Scorpio, yours is going to be longer than the others, just to make up for the fact that if you were watching February, it just cut out around 12 minutes or so. So my apologies to that. And so that you'll understand why Scorpios may look a little bit different than everyone else's too. Okay, so for the collective, we have Earth Angel. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. So no wonder we have to clear all this space, my collective. We have these energies that we need to be giving to the world. And so I do feel that when people choose to watch these videos, when you choose to come to my channel and give energy and receive energy from this, it is because there's a grain of truth to all of this. So all of you who are watching this, there is something going on with you that you have some light, you have some gifts to give to the world, and we're waiting for them. And so you had to make space so that you could carry on and go through this. So make sure you have been clearing the space. Make sure that you have been taking care of yourself so that you can start to give it back. You are our Earth Angels, my collective. So just remember that throughout February, that there is a reason why you are doing everything. We are all connected and we are all needed. And even when somebody draws upon you your light in a negative way, it is a lesson that you must learn in order to carry on in strength and grace. But make sure that if you have the choice with what you are doing, that you are always going to your highest energy. Because people are looking to you. People are looking to your energy, to your thoughts, to your words, to your actions, for advice, for help, for comfort. So take heed on where and what you are doing. And on to your reading we go. Hello, Aquarius. This is Julie with Into Heartspace, and we're looking at the energy surrounding you for mid-February 2017. Holy moly. Lots just fell out. I'm not going to count those. Sorry, Aquarius. Because I wasn't completely connected with the reading yet. So it was just my shuffling mistake. If you would like a personal reading, you can find me on Facebook. You can email me. And you can go to my website. Calling in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading. Calling in the divine. What energy is surrounding Aquarius for February 2017? Okay. What is the energy? What messages do you have for February? the energy that's coming in from the beginning of February, holy moly, 6 of Wands. So many signs have been getting this, like in that position. Like the likelihood of that happening, you know, with 2 signs is very small, but having, like, this is the 3rd sign that has had it come up as the beginning of February, and it's moving on. Everyone, it's time to move on to a brighter future. You've been building this foundation and you've been kind of thinking about it, but you haven't initiated it. But now it's time to go. It's now time to go forward. It is crazy how connected we truly all are. Wow, it's not crazy. It makes a lot of sense. And then we have the Queen of Swords, the 9 of Wands, King of Chalices, the Tower, and Judgment. Okay. All right, Aquarius, you are the controller of your destiny. Having the Queen of Swords here, it's totally you. Okay? You are standing strong in yourself, and people are looking to you for advice and looking to you to make decisions and to initiate the change that needs to happen. You are the great initiator for the remainder of February. You have the answers. You do. Aquarius, okay. I mean, I feel like I should be getting a reading from my Aquarius out there. Because you have it in you. You have the answers. And so it's up to you on how you want to portray it and how you want to give it to people. Are you going to be kind about it? Are you going to be gentle? Or are you just over it and ready to just spew the truth, you know, and just say, listen, enough niceties, let's just get this done. And I think in some regards, like that, that will be the best way to go. Not in every situation, but in some situations, you're just going to have to cut the BS and give it to them straight. But you've got it. And the 9 of Wands in relationships and love. For some of you, you've been working very hard on a relationship. You've been working very hard on keeping it together. And you're willing to keep doing it, but my question is it worth the effort that you're putting in? I'm not saying that it's not. I'm asking you to decide, is it worth the effort you're putting in? If you are single, then I feel like you have been thinking of dating or you have been dating. Is it worth the effort? Is it worth what you're getting in return? If the answer is yes, for either one of those situations, whether you're together with somebody or single, keep going. Keep the faith alive. Keep it going. Absolutely. It will get tougher, but if it is worth it, then you will gain from it. It is not a lost cause. Now, if your gut instinct was, no, it's not worth it, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, then you have to shift this situation. Because the weight will be too much to bear soon and it will break your back. So in the spirit of love for Valentine's Day, I do want to pull some extra cards for everyone. So I'm pulling 3 cards from the Goddess Tarot deck. Okay. And the Goddess Tarot deck has just been bringing out so many people. It's so interesting. Like, just every time I pull it, there's like 2 or 3 people popping up. Because here we have the Prince of Pentacles and the Prince of Cups. So Aquarius, and then the 7 of Staves. Yeah, so the work that you're putting in, I feel like you're trying and there's arguments happening, and you're trying to keep everything kind of not, smoothed over, but just honest. You're just trying to say, hey, this is what really happened. This is where we are. This is working. This isn't working. What are we going to do about it? And the other person is kind of, in a way, shifting it to an emotional point of view, saying, well, I feel this way, and because I feel this way, I don't care about the facts. I don't care about what actually happened because this is how I feel about it. They're not, emotions are valid, absolutely, but that's the only thing that they're basing it on. They're not looking at the whole picture. They're not even looking at how you are feeling about it. They're kind of coming from a point of, I feel less abundant, and because of that, this is how the situation is. When you, on the other hand, are looking at it going, wait a minute, that's one way to look at it, but let's look at the whole picture here. And you're validating them, saying, I understand how you feel. At least I hope, Aquarius, that you are validating them and saying, I understand how you feel, but let's look at this together and at different aspects of this. And you're gonna have to take the higher road, because I think they're just not in the space to do that. But once you take that higher road, they will follow you. And they'll probably end up being like, I'm sorry. I don't know why I was being so emotional and feeling so out of whack. But the only way that's really going to happen is if you stay strong and you speak the answers, speak the truth that you have in you. Now this is interesting because we have the King of Chalices here in career, in art, in your work. And the first feeling I got on this is that they love you. They love you deeply. It's not the person you're with. It's not the person you're with. And so you're kind of, I don't know, I don't think it's going to turn into a romantic situation right now. But this King of Chalices, which is a water energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you work with them. You work closely with them, or you have worked closely with them. And you just feel a connection with them, Aquarius. It feels like home in a way. And so this is why you really have to ask yourself, is this relationship that you're in right now worth it? Now, if you're married and you guys have been together for a very long time, then what is it that you need to shift to make it work? Because you have some strong, compelling feelings coming from work. And it could also just be work itself. And it could be a client that just makes you realize how much you love what you're doing. But this is going to be a balancing act between work and home. But you know, Queen of Swords, you've got the answers, you've got it. It just might not be the answer you wanted. Especially because we have the Tower next. And this is an abundance. And when I say abundance, I do mean financial, but I also just mean abundance of self. So there's going to be a huge shakeup that happens. Something is just going to crumble, something's going to shift, something's going to just fall apart. But, it's falling apart to build stronger. I do feel like it has to do with relationships. And I feel like it has to do with the initiation of self. That you are, I just see like the Tetris game, where you put all of those blocks together. Like you're putting all of your blocks together, your mind, body, spirit blocks together, and fitting them perfectly. And because of that shift, you know, the thing is like, you know, in the game, like if you start out and you don't have them fit together perfectly, and then it starts building up and it goes up to the top until you lose. So I feel like the bottom part of it is like helter skelter, mad, crazy, not solid. But now you're starting to figure it out, even though you're almost to the top. And so you're reaching the top, but knowing how to play the game. And so even though like this phase, this part is game over, once you start the new game, now you know how to do it. Now you know how to build it and how to get it to where you want to go. And that's what I feel like is going on right now for you, Aquarius, is that, you know, things have to start over because now you finally figured it out. And so you need to build a stronger foundation from it. And judgment. These, I really do feel like this goes hand in hand, the abundance and then the mind, body, health card. Once again, it's just that idea of you didn't have it figured out. And when I say you didn't have it figured out, it's like we're always evolving, we're always striving for better, we're always building and strengthening and educating ourselves. So this is ongoing, this never stops. But there was something that was just like annoying you because you knew who you wanted to be, you knew what you wanted to do, just couldn't figure it out. And now you're starting to get it. You're starting to get what it is. And so you're building stamina. So judgment in this regards, I feel like you're finally building the stamina to carry on to where you want to go. And I do get the sense that a lot of you Aquarians are healers, you know, are going into the healing arts. And you've known this, but you just didn't know what path you wanted to take. You didn't know where you wanted to go with it. You know, if you wanted to be a nurse, or if you wanted to be a tarot reader, or an astrologer, or, you know, you wanted, you know, to run an apothecary or something like that. But I really feel like a lot of you guys have this sixth sense to help others. And you're starting to acknowledge that and wanting to make it part of your life. So that's really exciting too. All right, if there's any Aquarius out there who want to give me a reading, let me know, because you guys have some power the end of the month. All right, if you would like a personal reading, find me on Facebook. You can email me or you can go to my website. I will see you guys in March. So much love, joy, and blessings.